Hey, it's Ed here. On today's video, we're taking a look at technical analysis for crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH. So this is again the total 3. This is again only the altcoins. So again, this is yet another altcoin market update. And again, last time we were looking into this, we were looking at that pivot and looking for more upside to be happening before this whole thing is again looking for more upside and then again some potential downside. But before that, again, we have to be finishing this structure first before taking more higher time frame things into consideration. But overall, again, the idea has been that from the December 2022 lows that we had, we would have some kind of move up, then a 3 waves into W or A wave, 3 waves into B or X, and then yet another 3 or 5 wave move downwards. We had targets here around $302 billion for the B wave, and this is again the minimum I used, the 85.4. Some people have it as the 0.9 as the minimum. I do use the 0.854, which is a bit more forgiving. Log scale, a bit different look, but generally we are still at those targets. Overall, we did not hit any targets here. We missed them for this kind of structure. But again, it still looks kind of decent. This is the largest consolidation in the middle, which made me think that, okay, this is the consolidation that is connecting the previous leg to the next. So meaning that we are connecting this leg to the next. And this one here, although it was very sudden of a move to the downside, get rid of that dot here. We had a couple alerts set here. We had a couple long setups as well, which were posted onto the CTC Discord. So if you're not part of that yet, take a look at that as well. The way to look at this total 3, I would not be looking into this as anything else but some kind of leading diagonal. I can't really put this into anything good looking at this point, so I'm just looking this as some kind of diagonal possibility. At this point, we have already extended quite a bit. We have hit the 0.618. Oh, sorry, 1.618. Well, we slightly missed, like, well, it's so close to it that it's more likely to me that this is already hit. So to think what kind of structure this could be is, if we think this as a diagonal here, this would be a wave 1 or wave A. Then we would have another potential 1, 2, and then 3 here. Why? Is because again, yet another these extensions. Here we are hitting the 1.618 again. So at that point again, we would be thinking that we would have 1, 2. We don't have a very complex of a structure here. We do have this as some kind of probably a double zigzag here overall, coming down into this potential wave 2. So here we would have this as a 1, 2, and this probably would be a 3rd wave as it hits the main targets for this. And here we would have an ABC coming down into that 4th and potential 5th already over. So that would be the wave 1. At this point, I would be labeling this into micro because I'm thinking that this would be the wave 3, 4, and 5 as a sub-minute count. And this would be, well, actually this should be micro itself, and this should be sub-micro based on the labelings that I currently have. Because at this point, as we did retrace this much here, the main idea would be that we would be looking for that C wave. So at that point again, if you're looking at some targets, we would be looking at these targets. Minimum 0.618. I don't think that is the main target though. 1-to-1, always the first main target on any 3-way move, like so. Is it possible that altcoins have bottomed? Of course, that is possible. And altcoins especially have potential of having this as an extension on C. It could even do this, or if it could even do this 5 waves. Is that very likely? No. Why? Is because this second structure, or the potential B wave here, has taken so much longer than the wave A here. You can compare the time between these two, and you can see that wave B took so much longer than wave A. That is the sole reason why I prefer this idea as the B wave. Always more conservative is better until proven otherwise. I feel like that is the best thing. Now, smaller time frames, as we were talking about just a moment ago, 1, 2, potential 3, 4, and 5. 3 could be done, and now we could be looking for that fourth wave. Let's take a look at some of the retracements here. This should be actually this one. Actually, let's just use this wave 3. And here we should have wave 4 targets. So again, generally we want to be holding this previous wave 4. Coming back to this consolidation as well is fine. But if we again lose this wave 1 top is very close. So again, basically at the 0.5 or even before the 0.5 here, at around 317, we have an invalidation for the potential wave 4. But for now, I do like the idea that we are creating some kind of more complex structure here. Potentially something like this, as we did not have a very good looking structure here. It is possible that wave 1 is already also in here, and we would have a expanded structure here, which would allow this to be a very simple structure, 3 ways back down, and then find potentially or swing failure these lows, and then get that liquidity and go up again for that potential fifth. At that point again, 5 ways up that don't seem to be part of anything before it. What does that mean? Well, it means that this would be either a wave A or a wave 1. The higher time frame expectation is a C wave. So again, at that point, the expectation would be a wave 1. Then looking for wave 2 and go long on alts that have similar setups to this, that has not taken out this low. Oh, well, some of them could have, but especially that this here would be a 5-way move. That is the most important thing. And we have a clear 3-way pullback into some areas of support that would be interesting to you. So at that point again, we're going to be making another video, and for sure proper setups there as well on the CTC Discord. But this would be my idea currently, how this would be playing out. Again, we've had these moves nailed pretty much. All of these are coming down now, and this would be the next thing I would be looking up. On altcoins, Bitcoin is kind of different at this point, but we'll talk about that later on. Let's take a look at some of the things that we were talking about and what kind of trades did we take. Mana was one of them. I unfortunately got stopped out here. Of course, I took a long here and took profits somewhere here, and then got stopped out at break even, and then it just rocketed. Luckily, I have still 2 more longs open, which is Solana. Let's see if I can find that. There we go. This one. And again, I got in here later on. And this again is still printing pretty decently. 23% upside at this point. And again, this had very similar setup. We had a structure going up, potential 5 wave, 3 ways pulling back down. We had target here 1.236, 1.236 of the higher time frame extensions here, this one, and also this one. So again, very good looking structures here, and then taking the long. Actually, was this on the lows and not the pullback? Or this probably was the actual lows here. Yeah, because we had these instead of this pullback. Okay. In either case, printing decent money, 31%, or at this point 27%. The other one that I'm still on is Gala, and it was something like this as well. Has not taken out the low. That was the stop loss, and we are now going upwards. Not the best looking structure. Again, this came down in 3, and the expectation was a WXY overall. Why? Because again, this wave X did not retrace enough for it to be a B wave. So a 3 wave, like so it is. We missed the 1-to-1. However, other altcoins seemed like they had potential bottom in place, and also they were fairly close to the lows. Of course, Gala had massive 24% drawdown into this stop loss, so again the position size was not that big, but again at this point we have already gone up 33% from the well, basically trade I had. So at this point it seems good, and there's so many different altcoins that have done the same and potentially even better. But that's not the thing I wanted to talk about here. Those are just a few mentions that we had done on the last pullback and seen how this reacted now. But I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover today on this altcoin video. Again, if you have not gone into the Discord, check us out there, and also don't forget to check out BitGet with the links in description. Thanks for watching again, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.